But secondly, you cannot allow blatant disrespect. So if you allow her to blatantly disrespect you and you tolerate that, then you're setting a precedent, which means, well, why would I respect this guy in the first place?
Yep.
I say this to guys all the time. I've had loads of guys who come to me for like coaching and stuff, and they say, my woman doesn't respect me, da 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 da. And I say, look, it's much harder to fix something that's broken than just never let it go wrong in the first place.
Right.
From the second you got together, you should have been a man, and you haven't got to be an asshole. You haven't got to be aggressive. I'll sit with a girl and very politely say, look, if we're going to be in a relationship, if I'm going to take you seriously, you're not going to have male friends. If you want to hang around with a whole bunch of men, then I'm not going to take you seriously. What do you mean you won't take me seriously? I mean, we can fuck, but I'm never going to look at you as serious material.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got a video about relationship dynamics and gender roles. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe. Plenty of women hate the word gender roles because it requires them to be a traditional woman. That's why women hate gender roles. That's why women hate gender roles, which F's up the dynamics of a relationship. Because for a lot of women, this is how a lot of women think. A lot of women say, hey, I want a man, who's this, who's that. I want a traditional guy, but don't be traditional themselves, which mess up the dynamic of the relationship, where the relationship just eventually end up ending. It just ends. It just ends. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with a woman who's not traditional. Gender roles play a large role in, I believe, almost every relationship. You got some relationships where the guy let the woman do whatever and the woman runs the relationship. Hey, that's them. That's not an ideal relationship for any successful relationship to me. But, gender roles is not bad. Gender roles is not bad because, once again, right, since 1960, I take that back, since 1840s, since women decided to say, hey, we want to have feminism need to do this, do this, and do that. Men roles since 1840s, the start of feminism, has stayed the same to this very day. But women roles has always changed. Women go from, hey, being housewives, taking care of the kids. You're traditional, virtuous women. For people who don't know what virtuous women is, read Book of Proverbs, I think chapter 31, I believe 10 through 31. I believe it talks about a virtuous woman. We ain't got enough of those women up in this world. I'm telling you that shit right now. There's not enough of them. 1840s, women wanted to be able to vote, make money, pretty much had the same rights as men. Hey, understandable. You had a bunch of men who were pushing that. Hey, man, shoot, that's what we want. We want to be able to have another person to be able to bring some more money into this home. It takes the burden off of me, right? But you are still expected to come home and still attend to the dishes, and your role shouldn't change. Now you go to 1960s. Now it's, well, hey, I want to be able to have sex with whoever I want to have sex with, because as a man, you can have sex with whoever you want to have sex with, even while you're married, and nothing happens. We want to be able to do the same. Since we're not the same, but hey, we allow the women to be able to walk, dress however they want to dress, sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. Now you're talking about the 1980s, early 2000s. Where they're trying to push away the traditional role now. Now it's just, feminism now, I kind of lost touch after, the fourth or fifth wave, because it's like, dude, it's just getting worse. You know what I'm saying? The first wave was your best wave. After that, everything just kind of went downhill. And once again, out of all those times, men have never wanted anything but a traditional woman. Men roles has always stayed the same, while women's roles has always changed. But hey, somehow women still swear that the society is against them and that nobody cares about women. And it's like, okay, come on now. So we're about to go ahead and look at this one video of grandma. Not my grandma, but of grandma, because we're gonna call her grandma.
I have a question for you guys. Good morning. About to hit the gym. But I have a question for you ladies and you gentlemen. In a relationship, do you feel like there should be gender roles? For example, the men should take out the garbage and cut the grass, and the ladies should be in the house kind of cleaning and washing dishes and doing the laundry? Or do you think anybody can do anything? The ladies can cut the grass, the men can decorate the house, the ladies can take out the garbage, the men can iron and do laundry? Should there be gender roles in the relationship where I do certain things and my man does certain things? Y'all let me know. I kind of want to know that. Have a good day.
There should be gender roles. No, women shouldn't be cutting no grass and doing all that. I mean, if that's how they do it, and that's how they do it. The only women I've ever seen that had kids that cut grass were single mothers. But generally, when a guy has a household and you're talking about a family where the man and the woman is in the same household on the same roof with the same kids, men are always going out cutting the grass. When it comes down to my parents, my dad paid all the bills, cuts the grass, make sure everything is straight. My mom cleans up the house and makes sure the house is good. Those are your gender roles, but it's always been effective. Now we got people over here. We got women who's trying to sit over here and say, well, we shouldn't have to clean. We shouldn't have to do all of that. If we're both making money and we're both bringing money in, then if we're both working jobs, then we should both be doing the same things. No, man. No, dude. No. No, bro. And this is where, feminism has kind of effed it up, bro. Because it's like, you should be able to bring your money in. Yes, make your own money. But dude, don't forget that you have a household to maintain. There's women out here who's making money and their man paying all the bills. She gets to save the money. Yeah, we're both working, but I'm still the one that's paying all the bills. So therefore, you need to be the one that's cleaning up everything up in here. And let's just say if I lose my job, and let's just say I lose my job for a month or two or whatever. Women would then sit over here and say, well, you need to help clean up around the house, which is true. Some guys do need to help clean up around the house if you don't have a job. But if he's still actively trying to look for a job and I'm talking about busting his ass or whatever, clean the fucking kitchen. Clean the room. Clean all of that. Clean all of that stuff. But like I said, we are in a society where women just hate traditional roles when it comes down to them. If the traditional role does not benefit them, they're going to try to do away with it. Man gotta freaking provide all the damn money. Man gotta pay all the damn bills. But yet, women don't want to damn clean and do nothing. And it's like, there's no way a household can survive like that.
Women fuck men they respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They don't fuck men they like. They don't fuck men they love. They fuck men they respect. If she loves you and likes you and doesn't respect you, she will not have sex with you. I have women who respect me and fucking hate me, but they're here every time I call. So if they respect you, they're going to sleep with you. Yeah. And this is something that's biological and evolutionary. They fuck men they respect. So how do you make women respect you? Well, first you have to be worthy of respect as an individual. There's no hack. If you're worthy of respect, you're worthy of respect. But secondly, you cannot allow blatant disrespect. So if you allow her to blatantly disrespect you and you tolerate that, then you're setting a precedent, which means, well, why would I respect this guy in the first place?
And just to bounce off of that, I don't want women to sit up. Look, listen, I'm not calling any woman, black, white, orange, green, whatever. I'm not calling y'all dogs. But but women are almost like dogs in the sense that you have with a dog, right? If you wait too long to teach a dog anything, you wait too long to correct a dog or anything, you don't assert your dominance, they don't have no leader, they're going to assert dominance. They're going to try to become a leader, and they're going to do whatever they want. So when you try to teach them how to do right, it's going to be hard as hell. Because you've already given them that room to do as they please. So you showing them, okay, well, hey, I don't have no boundaries with this dog. This dog can do whatever. Once the dog gets old enough and I'm starting to get tired of the shit that he's doing, I'm going to try to correct it. It's too late then. Same thing with women. You don't show that you need to be respected off rip, dog. After a while, bro, a woman's going to be like, yo, okay, I don't respect this guy. And if he tries to get out of line and try to then assert his dominance now, I'm going to shut it down. And that's what a lot of women do today. So, like I said, I'm not calling no woman no dog. I'm not calling any female a dog. But what I will say is with a lot of women, I would say almost, I would say damn near all your women, if you don't assert your dominance at the beginning of the relationship, you're gonna have a lot of hell to pay, because women are gonna be like, yo, where was this at before? I don't have no respect for you now. So it's just like, yo, look, assert that dominance to begin with at the beginning of the relationship. I've been doing that for the longest. Ever since my simple days was over back in middle school, I've been doing that the longest. Assert the dominance first. You got to, because you are a man. You're a man. A woman has to follow you, and if a woman can't follow you off rip, if a woman sees that you don't have no leadership, you're just a bad leader, they're gonna run over you. They're gonna run over you, and it's gonna be a bad look.
Yep.
I say this to guys all the time. I've had loads of guys who come to me for like coaching and stuff, and they say, my woman doesn't respect me, da 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 da. And I say, look, it's much harder to fix something that's broken than just never let it go wrong in the first place.
Right.
From the second you got together, you should have been a man, and you haven't got to be an asshole. You haven't got to be aggressive. I'll sit with a girl and very politely say, look, if we're going to be in a relationship, if I'm going to take you seriously, you're not going to have male friends. If you want to hang around with a whole bunch of men, then I'm not going to take you seriously. What do you mean you won't take me seriously? I mean, we can fuck, but I'm never going to look at you as serious material. So the idea, the decision is on you. If you want to be serious, you're not going to talk to those guys. You want to talk to those guys, I'll fuck you sometimes. You decide. And I lay it on them. Now, if they choose to keep all their male friends, then that means she's chosen those friendships over me, which means sooner or later she was going to cheat anyway. Like, how long until she jumps on a new dick anyway? So why would I even be upset about it? But most men are too scared to just put the ultimatum down. And you haven't got to put the ultimatum down in some scary, big, brash way. Just be clear. Look, any woman I'm with who I take seriously doesn't hang around with other men. So it's your choice. And this is the point. But most men don't say anything. They let it slide and they let it get completely broken. And they come to me and say, well, how do I fix it? It's like, well, you have to make it not let it get broken in the first place.
One of my viewers sent me both of those videos, man. And it's like, dude, like it's facts. I probably only saw like maybe 10 seconds of that last video. And I said, okay, hey, shoot. I'm gonna react to this. I guess I can go ahead and react to this. Now, what I tell you before he even said that, dude, you have to assert your dominance at the beginning. Same thing with animals. Same thing with dogs. You have to assert your dominance at the beginning, or they're gonna assert it for you. And they're gonna be running that shit. Same thing with women. Once again, I'm not calling women dogs, but what I am saying, shit. Sometimes y'all y'all be having traits of some. That's my final piece about it. But when it comes down to relationship dynamics, dude, you as a man, you have to be on top of that. You have to get on top of it at the beginning of the relationship. As far as gender roles, there's nothing wrong with gender roles. Gender roles before 1960s, marriage rates were high. Marriage rates were high when gender roles were in effect. Now that y'all trying to kick away gender roles, 70% of women are divorced. 70% of women are initiating divorces. 65 to 70% of women, black women, are having kids out of wedlock. Marriage rates are low. Marriage rates are low in America. And because we have women, feminists who are trying to push away the traditional role amongst men and women. So, y'all do me a favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe.